Israel is halting non-Muslim visits to the Al-Aqsa Mosque until the end of Ramadan. Last week, the Israeli military conducted raids at the mosque and also shot and killed 2 Palestinians in the northern West Bank. It's the latest incident in a wave of deadly violence between Israeli forces and Palestinians. Inez de la Quatara joins me live from Tel Aviv with more on this and other international headlines. Inez, what's the latest on this incident and the bigger pattern of violence in the area?
Hey, Diane. Yes, so we are seeing the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu taking steps to de-escalate tensions here. So this all began last week when we saw clashes breaking out between Israeli police officers and worshippers at the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem's Old City. Those clashes happening after Israeli police raids on the mosque. We should point out the mosque is the 3rd holiest site in Islam, so it's a site that matters not just to Palestinians, but really to the whole Arab world. And so when we saw those clashes, we saw that violence breaking out at the mosque. We also saw a response from militant groups across the region. So we saw militant groups in the Gaza Strip firing rockets at Israel, rockets being fired from Lebanon and from Syria as well over the weekend. The Prime Minister, though, now banning non-Muslims and tourists from entering the mosque. So that is likely to calm tensions, Diane.
All right. Meanwhile, President Biden spoke with the family of journalist Evan Gershkovich. The U.S. says he's being wrongfully detained in Russia. And earlier, the special presidential envoy for hostage affairs spoke with GMA about Gershkovich's condition.
As we understand, he's in good spirits. His health is good, but we haven't been able to verify that by way of a consular visit. We're urging the Russians to allow consular access to Mr. Gershkovich.
So, Inez, what do we know about this effort to bring Gershkovich home?
So we know President Biden has called it totally illegal. The State Department has said he is being wrongfully detained. So that means that a special State Department office will be taking care of his case. So that is likely to accelerate things. At the same time, though, when we look at other Americans who've been detained by Russia, people like Brittany Griner and Trevor Reed, we know these things take time. When it comes to Trevor Reed, he was in Russia for years. Brittany Griner was there for less time, but even she was detained for 294 days. And in both cases, they were exchanged for high-profile Russians. These were prisoner swaps. And so the question now is whether President Biden might decide to engage in another prisoner swap when it comes to Gershkovich. But we should point out some of the criticism he had faced, some of the criticism Biden had faced in the past when it came to Griner and Reed was that could give an incentive to Russia to take more Americans hostage in the future. So Biden in a tricky position here.
And among the protests in France, Inez, reviewer Louis Sal has gone viral after showing his determination to film a video about croissants. Take a look.
Hi, my name is Luis, and today I'm in Paris to try the top 5 croissants, and we're gonna see which one is the best. The croissant is lovely. Looks like a typical croissant.
It's the backpack shot for me, protecting himself, but also still taking a bite of that croissant, which I should say looks delicious. And as the reactions to this video are hilarious.
Great reaction. Certainly a funny video. I think it goes to show that these protests are becoming a part of daily life in France. People are getting used to them. For anyone traveling to Paris, though, clearly if this man is able to shoot a croissant video in the middle of the protest, I think that goes to show that the protests are, for the most part, peaceful. And I will say there are ways to avoid the protests. The unions are forced to disclose the routes they're going to take, so you can kind of figure out where they're going and then avoid those roads, Diane.
All right, Inez de la Quatara in Tel Aviv. Thank you, Inez.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.